I told you, I love anything that makes a sound.
Well, guys, I'd like to welcome you all to my little studio.
Hi there, James Keeling here. Welcome to the music studio. Let's have a quick look around. We've got a desk, a couple of tablets, got some studio monitor speakers, got a stereo so that I can put CDs on the radio, MP3 discs. With all the other gadgets I've got combined, I can basically do every format of media in existence, apart from mini discs, but they got phased out a long time ago. I just want to show you a few things about what I've been up to in the past, leading up to this project. So, let me show you. First thing we've got is the keyboard. I'll give you a slight overview of that in a second. Right then. I've just realised that this is the only instrument I can just walk up to and play. The rest of my instruments require a bit of tuning and maintenance. But that's fine, I can do that. Right, so I love my keyboard. I can put my headphones into it, I can play it as is. So it's got like a... It's got a really nice sound to it. But what I like to do is it's got these live control settings where I can change the sound. So that's much sharper, it's that. Sounds like it's coming from like a piano instead of like inside a grand piano with its lid down. And then there's other controls as well, but what I like to do is add a little bit of reverb so it sounds like it's echoing. Oops, I did something wrong there. So yeah, like I said, I could do little ditties on what I think is the E flat major key, which is... So I think I've got the right key. I'm not too familiar with music theory, but playing different songs is hard because I've rattled it down to about, in an average pop song, about 4 mistakes, and it's like, they're subtle, they're very minor, but I know what I'm hearing and what I'm not, even if a listener might not. It's frustrating, so... And you're going to hear this again in my caustic work as well. I know where this comes from, but I'm not revealing my sources. Sorry, I'm a bit shaky today, so getting the right keys is pretty hard to do. Plus, of course, I need practice. Everybody needs practice. So there we go. And then what we've got is we've got one of my guitars. It's a Stratocaster copy, and this has gathered some dust, I tell you. Well, the whole project is like a metaphor for taking the dust off of things. Because basically, I have put this, the project itself, shelved for quite some time, and now we're back. So I've got an electric guitar that's going to need tuning, restringing, and it's also going to need wiring up to its amplifier, which is great. Tanglewood acoustic, which is probably out of tune. Yeah, might be better if I tune this first. We'll get this in tune, don't worry about it. Now just showing you the instruments I've picked up over the years. Got a bass guitar. It's vintage, which is not bad. Vintage is a brand name, it doesn't mean it's old, but I did buy this when I was 18, so I guess it is slightly old. So again, I'll be learning how to play this. I know the basics on all the instruments I've just shown you, it's just that I don't really know enough at this point to play. Next up, I've got an electric violin, which is currently, no, would I play it like that or would I play it like this? It's currently a right-handed model. The reason why I've gone for electric is twofold. One, doesn't really make a lot of noise, and I live in a block of flats. It's got a little battery powered amp and headphone socket in the back, and it's got a like a graphics equalizer for making it stronger with the pitch and that. Bass and treble. It's interesting trying to talk on the fly without stalling. So I've got that. So I've got my keyboard, I've got my violin, and I've got my guitar. Now there's a reason why I've got all those instruments. So I've got my keyboard behind me where I'm learning to play keyboard and piano. There is a difference in the two styles. I've got my electric guitar and my electric violin. That forms the core of what I'm wanting to do as regards instruments, because each one of these can be wired through to headphones so that, well, I live in a block of flats, I don't want to annoy my neighbours. But rest assured, if I want to annoy my neighbours, I have this, which I salvaged for a tenner. It's in need of a lot of TLC to make it, oh, come on. Whoa. You see, what we've got is this crossbeam here should not, I think I might have that, something's gone wrong with this. This crossbeam here has broken. Now someone's tried to glue it and sellotape it. I'm going to get it repaired enough so that I can use it just to play around with to see if I want to learn the trombone. Oh yes. Yeah, the problem is I can't play this in block of flats. Have you heard how loud it is? I told you, I love anything that makes a sound. So, I've also got a ukulele. In fact, I have two. Again, it's probably going to need a tune, but I've got a tuner on my phone, which is great, which I'm currently using to film with, so I can't tune it and do that at the same time. I'll have to fix that. And this wee beastie is an alto saxophone. My sister got me this. She is somebody who I absolutely adore. And she's one of the driving forces as how I got into music, actually. Not the only one, but there we go. I probably won't be able to play this for two reasons, because one, I've never taken the time to sit down and learn, really. Two, the reed is really dry. Three, I'm setting up the ligature and the position of the reed on the fly, which is probably not going to be perfect first time. There we go. Not a bad sound for somebody who can't play. Yeah, I definitely need time on that. And you could hear how loud that was, so again, the acoustic instruments, it's going to be difficult to be able to play them in a block of flats. I'm going to have to find somewhere to play the louder instruments, which means travelling, finding somewhere good, might be outdoors, might be indoors. I also have little things that I play around with, like I've got this ocarina. I've got a pocket saxophone somewhere called a Zaffoon, and they are really nice. I recommend you look them up. It's xafoon.com. And I've also got a clarinet somewhere, but I can't for the life of me find it. And I also pick up other random bits and bobs that keep me happy and entertained. Yeah, so that's basically what I've got on the on the instrument side. Now, if you'll bear with me, I'll show you what I've currently got for my music technology. Okay, guys, and this is the music technology that I've got on my phone and my tablet at the moment. What I've got is Music Maker Jam. Let's just open that. And I'm in My Content, Projects and Recordings. Let's go into a project. Moving Dreams is a really nice one.
It's not perfect, but... So what we've got is we've got this screen display here, where across the bottom of the screen display you've got all your different instruments and what they will play. If I just what is it? Let's just put one instrument on and then play. Oh, I've got 2 instruments on. Basically, you've got 8 bars worth of pre-recorded loops that you can do with in different keys. Let's have a look at the keys. You've got A, C, G. I think it's all in the key of C. And then what you can do is you can build songs as kickbacks by looking at the by clicking on that and having a look at all the pre-recorded samples. I've got String Theory and House Noir, and these are all free packs that have been supported. You can buy others or enter competitions and stuff like that. It's really good. I'll be showing you a bit more about that. And is it still playing? Next I've got GarageBand, which I don't know anything about really, except it's what do I do with this? Well, this is great. I've got no idea. Strings. Smart strings. Let's do with some smart strings. Right, so what we've got is we've got smart instruments, and we can also use things called loops and that, but I'll just give you a quick overview of this. So you can go, give it a nice bit of gentle swipe in there, or tap it, and you get plucking. So yeah, you can have a fiddle around with that and see if you can build anything with it. It's also got a track editor inbuilt, so you should be able to do something good with it. So anyway, moving on. There's also Caustic, and that's got the demo running at the moment. I don't know why it's... oh, there we go. We've got the... Yeah, that is a very comprehensive program and only costs you about £10. I'll be doing a lot of work on that. Voice memos is inbuilt into the phone, and Auxy, I have no idea what that's about. So, yeah, lots of scope here for learning how to do more, lots of potential here, and that's what I like to see.
Right then, we're back. This is where we start diverging from having one playlist to having the other playlists. So this is going to now function as the weekly blog, whereas all the other playlists are going to be like working with software, music, working with instruments, showcasing what I can do, showcasing what I've learned, whereas this one is going to remain the weekly blog, which just ties everything in together. And hopefully during the process of this, I'm going to learn how to make this music project into what it needs to be to launch season 1, which should be happening in about a year. Yeah, I've got big plans. So if you'd like to, like, share and subscribe, tell your friends about it, and if you got any advice or support, feel free to offer it in the comments or get in contact personally. That's me, signing off for now. I will see you in about a week. Bye bye.